welcome back to Bear Food Kitchen. I am Tina Bear and today we are making baby cheesecakes. Yay! So the recipe I'm making, it will make one whole 8 diameter cheesecake in the Instapot with the springform pan. So out of that batter we're going to make 4 mini. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to spray our mini springform pans. So just any cooking spray. Just want to spray it lightly just so it doesn't stick. Get it all in there. Then we're going to go ahead and take, the recipe really calls for 8 graham crackers. 9 come in a pack, so you could either eat that 9th one or you could throw it in too. It'll still work either way. Okay, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to pour that in the bowl. Looks finely smashed. I toasted 1/4 cup of walnuts on the stove, and then I finely chopped them so they're toasted and chopped. I'm going to go ahead and add those in, and then we are going to add 1 tablespoon brown sugar, and with that we have 1 teaspoon nutmeg and 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Put that in there. We're going to mix it up like that. Perfect. Smells yummy. You could probably take this and sprinkle it over ice cream and that would be super yummy. I melted 5 tablespoons of butter in a little dish, and you're just going to go ahead and pour it in. Get every drop. And you're going to mix this together. It's all going to come together. And then we're going to put it in the bottom of the ramekin. Now, some people like to have their filling come up the sides, but I'm going to have a straight layer on the bottom, kind of like a New York cheesecake to have. So we are going to just evenly disperse them. This makes 4. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 right now. 2 will fit inside the Instapot, and you'll have to do 2 at a time because you can't squeeze any more in there, but they come out beautiful and they're very easy to make. I am going to go ahead and use my little cup to help me scoop it out and just layer it on the bottom. And then you might want to find either a measuring cup or use a glass and squish it down. And you want to push it down real firm. Get it all the way down in the little nooks and crannies because you want it to be pretty solid when you take it out. And that is it. Just like that. So you can see they are nice, firm, not moving around. We're going to put these in the freezer for 10 minutes and then we're going to make the filling and then we'll take these out of the freezer. Alright, I love this filling. It's super easy, of course, because you know I like it easy. This is 2 8-ounce cream cheese. Put those in there. We also have a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. We have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Cornstarch, when you add it in, sounds kind of funny, but it helps take the air bubbles out and it helps the top not to crack. So in the Instapot, I haven't had that problem of air bubbles or cracking, but I've used this every time, so I'm going to keep using it. We also have a half a teaspoon almond extract and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 egg. And then we also are going to be adding a half a cup of sugar. So we'll go ahead and add this in there a little bit at a time. And then I'm gonna, this might get a little loud, so. And we got those 2 in there. I'm gonna do another egg. 1 at a time, maybe 2 at a time. I'm gonna add that almond extract and some vanilla extract and blend that up. And then I'm gonna add the cornstarch in and the sugar. Let me go get that sugar. Woo! In some recipes, they actually add more than a tablespoon. 1 tablespoon, it works for me. Here is our sugar. And our measuring cup. And we are going to do a half a cup of sugar. Now you can also make this without sugar. You could use monk fruit or a substitute, sugar substitute, and blend it up. Oh, it looks delicious. It's creamy. I smell the vanilla and the almond. And I'm a big fan of marzipan, so the almond flavor just brings me home. So then we are going to go ahead and take out the ramekins, the little springform pans, add this in here and cook it for 30 minutes. And I'll be right back and I'll show you how that looks. Here we took out the 2 springform pans. They are icy cold. They've been in there about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. And we are going to fill them up with a delicious filling. So we're going to go about a half an inch to the top. They don't rise very high. Just pour it in. This little cup is about 2/3 of a cup. So I am filling it with about a cup of filling. Just like that. Perfect. Go set that aside. We're going to open our Instapot, hear the music. So you have to have a trivet on the bottom. You don't want them to burn. And I have a cup of water. I'm going to put a cup of water. And we are going to cover these with tin foil, which is right over here. And the reason you want to cover these is you do not want a puddle on top of your cheesecake. Oops. So I like to cover it all the way to the bottom. Like this. And underneath. And then you ever so gently place it in. And the next one, wrap it around on the bottom, covering it up. ever so gently without poking a hole in the tin foil. Just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on. Make sure the ventilation is on. We are going to set it on high for 30 minutes. It's going to naturally release for about 20 to 30 minutes. Then we're going to take them out. They have to rest for at least an hour just to cool down before you put them in the fridge. Then we will put them in the refrigerator for about 3 hours. They are small, so 3 hours is a good time for it to set. If you are making a large 8-inch diameter springform cheesecake, you want it in there at least 3 hours to overnight, because the center, it just won't set. So overnight is good. So take the time, make it ahead of time, you'll enjoy it. And then I'll show you the topping when we come back. So I went ahead and took the cheesecakes out of the refrigerator. They were in there about 3 hours, a little bit more. And for the topping, I wanted to show you that we made some berry jam in the Instapot. I will post that recipe later on this in a couple months. And so the topping, we took 2 tablespoons of the homemade jelly. You can use whatever is your favorite jelly or jam. You add 2 tablespoons of water, and we went ahead and heated it up in the microwave and gave it a little stir. And cut up, these strawberries were pretty huge. It was about 5 or 6 huge strawberries, so it's about 3 cups. And you're gonna go ahead and just pour the mixture over the strawberries. It's delicious. Now in the berry jam, there's no sugar. We only used a little bit of maple to substitute for the sugar, so it's very calorie friendly. Go ahead and mix it up. Look at that. Oh, it's so delicious. Look at that. Does that look great? And to release the springform pan, you're going to take a little knife and run it along the edge all the way down to the bottom, just to make sure everything is released. You can kind of feel it come apart, just like that. And then when you open it, it'll come right out. There it is. If it doesn't come right out, you could always go up. There you go. Just like that, you have a little baby cheesecake. Now to serve it, I like to go along the bottom with the knife, and it should lift right out. And you could put it on the plate, just like that. Okay, look at that. Does that look beautiful? It's like special, maybe for an anniversary or a birthday, maybe Valentine's Day. And then you just go ahead and layer this mixture over. And make sure you get the liquid, because it has all the flavor. Just like that. Does that look beautiful? Look at that. Oh my gosh. You just don't want to eat it, do you? Or do you? Let me get a knife. So I know know they do say to heat up your knife maybe in a little bit of water to get a clean cut, but this is all mine, so I could just get a spoon. I don't have to cut it. I could just eat it right like this, but I will cut it so you can see the inside. It's cooked perfectly through. That Instapot never fails. The cheesecakes come out perfect every time. Let me just get a little fork or a spoon, and I'm just gonna take this little bite right here. Hold on 1 minute. Wow, it's really good. You could taste the almond, the walnuts, and the vanilla with the graham cracker. The cheesecake is light, it's not dense. The jam and the strawberries, they're all perfect together. I hope you enjoy this recipe. I hope you let me know how it comes out for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. I answer all the questions. And if you like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.